Hello, everyone. My name is Scarlett, and I'm excited to share with you what I learned over sports, extracurricular activities, and working in adolescence. These areas can play a major role in shaping a teen's future success and development. So, a little overview of adolescence activities. Um, Adolescents today, they participate in a wide range of activities, sports, clubs, music programs, and even part-time jobs. Um, these activities can help with personal growth, social development, and even academic performance. Um, Structured activities are especially important because they can help build teens' confidence and develop important life skills for in the future. So, some key statistics that I learned while doing some research is that more than half of the US high school population participates in at least one sponsored school sport. I will say, when I was in high school, um, I did cheer all throughout high school. I even did 2 years at UCA cheering. But yeah, I played softball, volleyball, basketball, track. Did I say basketball? Yeah. So I went to a school where sports were um, very a big deal. I feel like they're kind of a big deal anywhere in the US. So yeah. So and for my next point that I'm gonna say is over the last decade is showing how important athletics have become because there's a huge rise in them. Um, for many students, sports are a year-round commitment. It requires dedication and meeting high expectations while also meeting grade standards, and for some, also a part-time job. The academic pressure that this can put on athletes, students can face a big challenge balancing their practice and games and schedules with schoolwork. Having multiple practices each week can reduce the amount of time they have to study, making it harder to worry and focus on grades. Many student athletes report feeling pressure to perform well, both in the classroom and in their sport. I will say, when I was in college, like I said, I cheered at UCA for 2 years, and we would have practice from 8 to like 10:30 at night. So if I didn't finish something after practice, I was cramming, I was stressed, I didn't feel like I had much time to do things, but that I had to meet an expectation because I was a student athlete. So um, through those years, I learned that maybe I shouldn't leave my homework till almost 11 o'clock at night, an hour before it's due. So that's just something that I had to learn. So mental health and stress. Researchers show that high school athletes experience significant levels of stress, and this can come from academic expectations, performance anxiety, and physical exhaustion. Um, it's important that stress is recognized early so that students can get support and maintain a healthy mindset and try to avoid um, the stress and negativity that comes with that. So, some of the social benefits of sports. Sports offer strong social benefits. Students learn teamwork and leadership skills, can also make new friends, and have a sense of belonging. These relationships often go beyond school and last for years. This is also very true. Um, it's so funny. I was thinking the other day, I've basically cheered my whole life up until the last 2 years, and all of my friends, even if I didn't cheer with them, somehow, like every single one of my friends are either friends I used to cheer with, um, that somebody else cheered with. Sports are a huge shaping of friendships. I actually still live with two of my former athletes that I was on a team with. So the physical benefits, regular physical activities improve overall teens' health and physical strength. It can also help them develop positive habits that can last into adulthood. Exercise isn't just physical, it also helps with mental health. Some challenges that a student athlete can face is, even though sports are beneficial, they come with challenges. Um, um, Common issues can include burnouts, injuries, and fatigue, and mental health struggles. The pressure to perform well can create an additional stress, and balancing athletics with school and a personal life can also be difficult. You'll have school 5 times a week, maybe practice 3, 4 times a week. So it is hard to kind of balance those things. Even when you do it for a while, it just doesn't get easier because you're always just so tired or burnt out. So it is important to learn how to regulate that. So some other extracurricular activities that are not sports. There's clubs, you've got performing arts, volunteering, support, creative, and they build a sense of community. These activities can give students a chance to explore new interests and express themselves in a way that's not sports. Because some people don't want to do sports, they are more into theater or singing or, you know. Um, they can also provide leadership opportunities and help them meet new people, kind of in the same way that sports can. Okay, so now we're going to get into working during high school. So many high school students also take on a part-time job. Some common jobs could include retail, food, service, and childcare. Um, Working helps students learn responsibility, manage their time, and understand what it's like to be in the real world. I also know I actually work with some high school kids, and this is provided at my school as well, that if you're a senior, you can, I think, go for half the day until like 12 p.m., and then you get like an incentive to go to work. I know when I was in high school, a lot of my friends would do that. Some pros of working. Some of the biggest some of the biggest advantages include building independence. Like I said, gaining real world experiences. Students can learn discipline and strong work ethics at a younger age um, before college. These skills are valuable in both school and future careers. So, some cons of working. Um, can be challenging. Working can be very challenging, especially with school. Um, Managing it with school responsibilities can be very hard. If students work too many hours, it can interfere with academics and then it can increase stress for a student. So there is ways to balance it, and it becomes essential because juggling all these things can be very hard. So learning how to manage your time can be very important. Prioritizing tasks can help them stay organized and reduce the stress. Also, having a good support system from family, teachers, coaches can make a huge, huge difference. It's always good to have someone, rooting for you, cheering you on, or just giving you good support. So, some impacts on future success. All these activities, sports, clubs, work, help build important skills like leadership, responsibilities, and resilience. Um, these experience these experiences prepare students for jobs, college, and adult world. Participating in structured activities can also build their confidence later in life. How families and school can help and step in for students. Parents play an important role by encouraging students and monitoring their stress, especially if you're in high school and you're living with parents or another guardian. I mean, you're still under their wing, so it's very important to be there for emotional support and just help them out because they're only high school students, you know. So it's important to be there emotionally because high school is a rough time. Um, Schools can also support students by offering resources, guidance, and flexible help when needed. I know that my school did a very good job with um, resources outside of school, someone you could go talk to, just different things that they would provide to help students out. Uh, and a healthy routine and emotional support can help a student succeed long term. So, a little in conclusion, sports, activities, and work, they can all benefit adolescents when they're balanced well. It is important to support a student's emotional and well-being and help manage their responsibilities. And with the right balance, teens can thrive in all their areas. Um, it's just about time management and yeah. So that is all I have for today. I really enjoyed reading more into this as a student athlete for up until sophomore year of college. I completely get all the burnouts, the stress, the academic stress, the work stress. So I enjoyed, you know, reading this and hearing from other people's point of views. Because when I did sports, I had a lot of burnout and I felt alone, but um, I know it's obviously not just me, it's very common. So, yeah, I really enjoyed reading about this and getting to talk about it. So, that's all I have, and bye.